It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and our home team. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. That's Ibuka in motion. Here's Baker to begin with a pass. There's a reception for Chris Godwin. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. It's a gain of 43 yards. That's Ibuka in motion. On first and 10, here's Baker. They'll set up the screen to White. Down inside the 10. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback recognize.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Wild Card Weekend. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Right to the air, it's Hurts. That's caught, Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That one good for 29.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. That will be a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Pass caught. It's John Mechie. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
First carry for the Auburn alum, Tank Bigsby. Yeah, he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Here's second and 2. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Brooklyn.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Second and 10. To throw is Mayfield. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. That's caught. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
That's thrown quickly, taken in by Godwin. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. A gain there of 20. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Space to run inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown Buccaneers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. McLaughlin now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bucs will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Big-time play with Hurts and Brown. 35 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. He completes this one to Mechie. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. That's enough for a first down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And a nice return there. He is taken down up close to the 35-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
Godwin working the right side. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. On to the second, Buccaneers in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd down and less than a yard. Baker gonna give it to Irving.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. but I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Down the field, it's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Mayfield to throw on first and 10. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it'll bring up second down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
They'll shuffle this out quickly to McMillan.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
3rd and 11. Throwing is Baker. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll be 3rd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
That one caught by Smith. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
And I think at this point here, 2nd quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll run straight ahead with Barkley.
A gain of 6 yards. It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. On first down is Mayfield. They'll try to hit him with a screen. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
They send Godwin in motion. On second down, Baker. Going right, it's taken in. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Mayfield. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker going for it all. To the goal line and in. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown, Tampa. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Buccaneers up their lead. It's now 24-7. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This one taken at the 10. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. This one caught by Mechie. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To throw is Hurts. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Complete to
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Hurts. Good blocking, and he's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Black Knights. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no return here. This is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll find his running back, White. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Brooklyn.
And Mike, and as bad as things seem, especially after that last play, the key to playing quarterback in this league, if you're going to allow bad plays to lead to more bad plays, you're not going to last very long. So it's the value of, hey, can you win the next play and then the play after that? Those are the guys that really make it in this league, and we're going to get a good test of it right here.
Three seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. On first down, it's Hurts. Forced to his right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, second and 10. They'll run it here with Saquon. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there, and that will be a first down.
First and 10, 46-yard line.
Now Hurts. Forced out wide. He keeps it himself, and he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
A run with Barkley. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
They'll run with Bigsby. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down.
Brings up third down.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
First down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Black Knights. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Mayfield to throw. Left side, he's got Ibuka. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it's going to be a turnover, and the defense comes away with the ball.
Mike, we hear that.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Nolan Smith gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down. They send Godwin in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 15-yard pickup there. That's enough for a first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He's going to get this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 6-yard line. It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
At this point, Mike, it's clear this defense just doesn't have a lot of answers right now for this run game. A combination of the job being done up front by the offensive line and the big playability of this running back.
Here's Barkley. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. Now Hurts. Moving to his right. That is hot. What a job to keep the play alive. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Brooklyn.
And once they let the quarterback out of the pocket, it just became too many options at their disposal. You got to keep him in the pocket and limit the run option. Once he's out there on the perimeter, Mike, his ability to either throw it or take it in himself, it just puts so much pressure on these coverage defenders and results in an easy touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll get this to Ibuka. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game.
And he will score. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the 1st down, up past the 40-yard line.
This defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy all game long. Comes through again there with a nice conversion to bring up 1st down.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. Exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Hurts now. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now it's Hurts. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. Here's Barkley. And he's got another one. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Black Knights. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Black Knights will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. start this on the ground. And here's White.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. To throw is Mayfield. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down. They'll go. Mayfield going up top for Evans. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds. A very short gain.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. On the move left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On third down, it's Hurts. Rolling right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They pick up 17 through the air, and that will be a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Caden Ellis.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to fourth down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
On the ground, it's Irvin. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
That's over the middle and caught by Ibuka. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Going up top for Evans. That is brought in. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. An even 40 yards. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
That is brought in at the 10. And it'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal. On play action, Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Jordan Davis in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5. On 2nd down, Baker hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. He's got it at the 3.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision darted loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now a give to Barkley, running right, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. Now Barkley. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. That's enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll run. It's Barkley. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown.